Let's talk a little bit more about the Tush Push. The fact that we're going to continue to do it, the Philadelphia Eagles, and any team who wants to do it can do it. It was okayed by the league.
Yes, it was. So we have Tom Loudon, the quintessential Philadelphia sports fan here.
Yes.
I'm back.
Since birth, you've been into
Since
Philly
birth,
sports.
I was raised this way, and this is how you operate. We react to all of it. But I'm happier when I'm miserable. So.
Well, sure. Yeah, we've learned that over the years.
Yeah, that's why we get along.
Are you happy in any area about this Tush Push?
Yeah, I'm happy it's over. I'm happy that the Eagles beat the quote-unquote man, because obviously the NFL wanted this out.
Yes.
Roger Goodell admitted he wanted this out. They delayed the vote to try to lobby, and it's a good thing he's not in Washington because he wouldn't get anything passed. And you know, they tried, and they even had their national insiders all putting out reports. Oh, looks like it's going to pass. Looks like it's going to pass, because they wanted to gain that momentum, and they still failed. Jeff Lurie stood up there for an hour, which the NFL has a network. How is that not on TV? Like, that would have been the best reality show ever.
I would have loved
of him
that.
giving an hour speech on the Tush Push.
And then the part where he brought out Jason
And then
Kelce.
he's like, he brings out like the closer and Jason Kelce. He coming out with no socks on probably of the speech like he always
I
does.
can't believe the other owners would just sit there for an hour.
Yeah, can you
and let
imagine
him
Jerry
talk?
Jones like doing his next consultation for his next face job, and he's like, you know, and he has to listen to an hour on the Tush Push.
Oh my goodness. And what about the Packers though?
Well, here's my thing.
Yeah.
I'm happy it passed because the Eagles won, although I'm tired of talking about the Tush Push. I have a list of people. I want retribution now.
Oh.
Oh.
So there's a list.
Okay.
Number one on the list, obviously, the Green Bay Packers. Here's the deal with the Packers. You lost, and then here's their big thing. So, look, and we beat them in the playoffs, 22-10, which you guys already talked about, very poetic. They talked about safety of players and pace of play. I agree with them. We really should look at that in the league. The Lambeau Leap should be banned. We should propose that as the Philadelphia Eagles to ban the Lambeau Leap. Now let's look at the Lambeau Leap. If you look at the leap, which I think we have some video,
we do.
You allow 250, no, not Shane Steichen, the Lambeau Leap.
You know what the Lambeau Leap is?
They jump into the crowd, 250 to 300-pound men. Here you go, right here. This is the first one by Leroy Butler, I believe, about 30 years ago. To jump into the crowd head first. You are not only endangering your players who are being grabbed by fans. Look at this guy from the Texans. He tried it. They start pushing him away.
Yeah.
Health and safety. You could kill a man jumping into the crowd. Like the safety of the fans and the players are in danger. I think the Eagles should propose that, and we should have many meetings next year over banning the Lambeau Leap.
Specifically, the Lambeau Leap.
Yeah, for Green Bay.
Yeah.
So then they only have two things in their lives out there: cheese and the Lambeau Leap. Let's take one of them away.
Let's put up the footage of Shane again.
So
Why
there's a
down on him?
couple people. Now I know this was an owner's vote, but it's an organizational vote. Shane Steichen, and rest in peace to Jim Irsay.
Yeah.
He obviously has a big say in how they vote. He has a job as a head coach because of the Tush Push.
That's
He was
right.
the offensive coordinator 2 years ago, so he's on the list. Follow up, Jonathan Gannon, who came up small in the Super Bowl 2 years ago, but still parlayed the Tush Push into getting recognition and a head coaching job for Arizona. They voted against it. He's on the list. All right, then we're going to move on to the Harris family. Yes, I said the Harris family.
They own the Commanders.
Yes, and they also own the Sixers. So Josh is always on the list because of a lot of reasons. You know, look at him. He's so happy. We've never had that celebration with the Sixers since he's been here, but, you know, I'm glad he's enjoying himself down there. But more importantly on the list today, not because of the Tush Push, but for another reason, is Josh's wife. Yes, we're bringing the wives into it.
Marjorie?
Marjorie had a comment recently that I'd like everybody to listen to real quick.
Okay.
We have so much to look forward to. And look, the Commanders are America's team. And so what better place to have the NFL draft than in the mall?
Now, first of all, my entire life, I've had to hear all these degenerates from Dallas talk about we're America's team, although the last time they won anything, it was recorded on VCR. So we've had to deal with that. But now this woman, nobody in half the country doesn't even know the name of their team. They had one good season, and they're America's team now. Now, for the record, I don't want the Eagles to be America's team. I'd rather everybody in the country hate the Eagles except us, because we operate better that way. But get over yourself.
America's team.
You're America's team, the Commanders.
Are you?
That's wild.
You haven't even been a team for like 3 years.
Marjorie, we always enjoy when she comes on the show. So.
Yes. Yeah.
She's the most delusional Marjorie.
Oh my gosh! We'll make sure Tom is not in the studio when she's here. By the way, that graphic was all the teams who voted against the tush push.
Yes.
And then the ones with the asterisks are the ones we're going to be seeing this season. So I just can't wait
There's
to
a
see
whole
how.
revenge tour. Like
Oh,
when they
yeah.
go to Green Bay, I don't care where they get the ball, if they get the ball on their own 20-yard line on 1st and 10, just run the tush push just out of principle.
Over and over.
Non-stop. Just keep running all the way down the field, 2 yards at a pop.
We need to look at a bunch of horses' asses. So
But you're right here.
Oh!
By the way, there's popcorn all over this chair. It's
Oh,
like,
I know,
All right.
it's everywhere.